Hey Tony, for the first time in 2 years I get to say this. Hey Tony, it's Tuesday. So obviously I'm back. We're back after a 2-year hiatus. I realized because I really miss this. So I'm looking forward to kind of going back and doing it again. So what I want to talk about today is I had a couple ideas. First off, I was thinking about doing, a discussion of the election, but that's kind of depressing. Thought about doing a discussion on collapse of societies, but that's also kind of depressing. So I'm going to do something that's a little bit more lighthearted for the first video back. And that is, I want to talk a little bit about, old things become new once again. So there are two reasons why I wanted to talk about this. The first one was obviously because we did these videos for so many years, so long, from, 2017, I want to say 2017 to 2022 when Skylar was born. And then it was really hard. It was really hard to do anything with a 1-year-old. Well, with a baby, then a 1-year-old, now a 2-year-old. But now I think it's a little bit easier to handle with her being, in her toddler age now. And it gives me a chance to, I think, actually make these videos again. Especially because she's sleeping again, which is great. But there's part of that, but also another old thing that has become new to me is I went and started playing Cyberpunk again. So for my birthday, Taylor ended up getting me the Cyberpunk DLC Phantom Liberty. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it was great. But I hadn't played the game in a very long time, so I ended up going and starting a new character because it's a brand new game. Like, there were like several updates from now and when I last played it that it's completely changed. Like, I know nothing about it anymore, and it's kind of fun. So it's it's like I'm playing it for the first time again, and you usually don't get that chance, that experience, that opportunity for something old become new again. And I like it. It's something that I would love to be able to see that happen in like Hollywood, see it happen in games of like old ideas with a new change, but also not in the same sense that Hollywood is now with the it's time to we're going to reboot it, reshoot it, recut it, and re-release it. But it's more of like these were the basic building blocks we had before. Now let's completely change it. And that's really what CD Projekt Red did with Cyberpunk, is they completely changed it. I said I barely even recognize it anymore, and it's been awesome to replay it. Like, the story's still the same, so the story hasn't changed, but the actual gameplay is totally different. And I've been enjoying it quite a bit. It's also brought me and Theo to kind of talk about doing a cyberpunk RPG game again, which I'd obviously seen on Witcher Chat. But it's kind of like, in a way, it seems like it's a new horizon, a new opportunity. I even kind of have that at work, so, obviously, since I haven't done this in 2 years, what's going on is, I left my job as a public defender to work for the Court Service Center, and the work is very, very different. But it's also like, I like it quite a bit, because it kind of renews what I used to do back in law school, and I did a lot of, housing law, I did a lot of like public interest work, and I like that a lot. I really like that a lot. Obviously, there's still a lot of changes, but the only constant is change. But it is kind of nice to revisit old things with new eyes, new perspective. And that's what I'm kind of hoping to do with these videos. I always enjoyed doing them. I always looked forward to seeing your next video. I always looked forward to what was the topic I wanted to talk about. I said I jumped around 3 or 4 different topics the past few days until I decided to go with a very lighthearted reopening, a renewal, a reissue. The Nerdler Bros are back. But I'm looking forward to kind of seeing where these go now. Like, we're very different people than we were 2 years ago when we went on a hiatus, and we're very different people from when we first started it back in 2017. And that's just kind of great, and in a lot of ways. It's a chance to restart things, because our lives are very different. In a lot of ways they're the same, but in even more ways they're very different. and I look forward to kind of seeing it again with you. So Tony, my question for you is, what is going to be your day you're going to do these videos? I'm probably going to do Tuesdays. I think Tuesdays work out pretty well for me. If you have the Mondays or Tuesdays, I'll let you know. But I think that's going to be my day. So you let me know what your day is, all right? And Tony, I'll see you next time? I don't know. You tell me when your video is, and I'll see you then, all right? Later, bro.